The New York Giants are 1-1 after they beat the Arizona Cardinals 31-28 on a game-winning field goal by Graham Gano. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. I wanted to look back one more time at Week 2 before we advanced, and we're on to San Francisco and Thursday Night Football. So we're going to look at 5 players in depth on today's show. I got 3 winners from Week 2, and I have 2 losers from Week 2 that need to pick it up if this team wants to be a legit contender. Let's start with the man of the hour, the best player on the team for the Giants after Week 1. What about Daniel Jones? He was the winner of the game. He was the winner of my winners and losers segment, and he was absolutely fantastic. It was a tale of 2 halves for Daniel Jones. Look, let's be honest. He was not good in that first half. That's okay to say. But you can also admit that the dude was freaking great in that second half. Led 5 straight scoring drives for the New York Giants. First play of the second half, deep shot. Jalin Hyatt take the top off the defense, and then everything fell into place. Look at these stats right here. Daniel Jones is the only quarterback to ever throw for 250 yards, rush for over 50 yards, throw for 2 touchdowns, rush for a touchdown, not turn the ball over in a single half. These are the type of stats that Daniel Jones puts up in a game. These are the type of stats any quarterback puts up in a game, and he did it in a half. He was on fire. And I love this picture from ESPN Next Gen Stats. I love that it kind of illustrates the point of what Jones did and where he threw the ball all over the field. He was 8 of 13 on passes where the ball traveled 10-plus yards in the air. Everyone talks about the A-dot for Daniel Jones. Well, looked pretty good right there. He was 7 of 8 on passes at or behind the line of scrimmage, 9.8 attempted A-dot, 8.3 completed A-dot. 7 of his 37 throws were on tight windows, and he had 2.82 seconds time to throw the ball. You see he took that deep shot to Jalin Hyatt deep down the middle. You also see the corner route on the left that he completed to Jalin Hyatt. I'd like to see more passes down the field from Daniel Jones, but overall, the dude was good. He was good. Let's be honest. He was bad the first 6 quarters of the season. Not all his fault. Was a part of the problem, but he also became the solution. Put the Giants on his back. 5 straight scoring drives. Is now the leader of the Giants' largest comeback win in the Super Bowl era. You got to show some love for Daniel Jones. Even if you're not a Daniel Jones fan like my man, Mr. Rick, it's okay. You got to admit that he played good yesterday. Type those 8s down in the comment section. Show some love for the QB1 of this team. Type those 8s down below. I also got to say Jalin Hyatt is a clear winner for me as well. The game changed when number 13 was on the field. How many times have we said that as Giants fans in the last 10 years? He kind of looked like that one guy, number 13, and I'm not talking about David Sills or Ramses Barden or the hefty lefty. Jalin Hyatt changed the game for the Giants. 2 receptions for 89 yards. When number 13 is on the field, defenses have to account for his speed. You can't play the same type of defense when Jalin Hyatt is on the field, because if you rotate that safety down in the box, number 13 is going to take the top off the defense, put some pressure on your DBs, and you might be seeing him dance in the end zone. Did Daniel Jones miss him one time? Yes, but he ended up connecting him with him 2 times when it mattered even more. Look, he needs more snaps overall. I honestly think at this point, Jalin Hyatt should be the leading snap getter amongst the wide receivers on this team. Only 14 snaps versus Arizona, and he had 2 receptions for 89 yards. The kid is too special. The kid is too fast. He's got too much talent, and at the end of the day, he's too hard to stop. You have to focus too much attention for him as a defensive coordinator, and that's going to open up other stuff for Darren Waller, potentially more Isaiah Hodgins. When Saquon Barkley comes back, this offense is only going to get better and better if Jalin Hyatt gets more snaps. When you look at the wide receiver depth chart, I think you might have to be asking yourself, should he start playing more than Paris Campbell? I don't think he's looked so good, all that good so far this season. If you want to be victorious when it comes to buying tickets to sporting events, concerts, movies, plays, get hooked up with the Game Time Ticket app. Download the Game Time app and use the promo code GIANTSCHAT, and they are going to hook you up with $20 off your first purchase You just have to use the Game Time app with the promo code Giants Chat. One thing I love about Game Time is they make buying tickets to your favorite event non-stressful. We all know spending money can be stressful. Dealing with these dang ticket apps are even worse. Game Time is the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater near you. With killer deals on last-minute tickets and their best price guaranteed, you can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll have. I use the Game Time app all the time. I use it this summer with myself and producer Patrick Seatman. We went to the Grateful Dead concert. It was a whole lot of fun. My favorite part is when we bought the tickets, whether it be at a concert or a sporting event, you can get the view from your seat in the app. So you know the view you're going to have. You know what it's going to be looking like. Get a 360 view. It's awesome. Non-stressful. Best price guaranteed. Easy. You can get it done with just a couple of clips. Just use the promo code GiantsChat for 20% off. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code GiantsChat for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code GiantsChat for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Last winner I want to talk about in today's video is Darren freaking Waller. We have been waiting for Waller to kind of show why the Giants traded a third-round pick for the guy, and I thought he was one of the most consistent players on this team yesterday. Had a pass I would have liked to seen him catch, but overall, the dude had 6 receptions for 76 yards, and he's averaging 12.7 yards per catch in that game. He's too hard to stop. We saw on 3rd and 10 when the Giants had to lead a scoring drive. You saw Daniel Jones 3-step drop, and he just rips it to Darren Waller on an in-breaking route. He gets up, first down, drops the football, drive keeps going. Giants end up putting points on the board. He's a special, special player, man. And right now, when you look at all the tight ends in the National Football League prior to Monday Night Football, Darren Waller leads all tight ends in receiving yards. I'll say it again. Darren Waller is number 1 in receiving yards amongst all tight ends in the National Football League. Hats off to Joe Schoen. You look at kind of what Darren Waller did, you see a lot of crossing routes. You see a lot of stuff over the middle. You also see the deep corner route on the left side. I'd like to see maybe a vertical route. We saw in the red zone the Giants threw a fade route to Isaiah Hodgins one-on-one. I would like for that to have been Darren Waller. He's that freaking good. You can do that. But overall, as good as they were, I think they can get better, and I think that they will get better. I want to see that connection between number 8 and number 12. Daniel Jones and Darren Waller continue to grow, continue to evolve, have more trust, have more freelance, and throw them some 50-50 balls. Jones is a guy that we know that doesn't like to take a lot of chances. But when you see number big 1-2 running over the middle of the field, just put it in the vicinity, and 99 times out of 100, he's going to come down with it. Very impressed by the way he's looked, but I think that the production that he can have is only getting started, and it's only going to get better and better. Proud of the way that him and Daniel Jones were able to kind of shoulder the load of this offense through the air outside of the Jalin Hyatt, 89 yards on 2 receptions. In life, there's winners, and there are losers. And no, Kayvon Thibodeaux is not a loser. He makes more money than I do. He's playing in the NFL. He is living his best life. But my job is to give you the God-honest truth. And I have been disappointed in Kayvon Thibodeaux through 2 weeks of the National Football League this year. Kayvon played in 60 snaps yesterday on Sunday. He did not record a tackle. He did not record a sack. And he had just 2 QB pressures. Plain and simple, number 5 needs to be better. He needs to be better. He was selected in the top 5. Everyone thought he was going to be one of the next great pass rushers in the Giants' history books. And so far, he's been meh. I know he's still young. I know he's just played in 16 games in the NFL. But at some point, you need him to be an impact player. And he has not been that so far. Has he had moments? Yes. The play against the Baltimore Ravens last year. He showed up in the games with the Washington Commanders. He popped in that Thanksgiving Day game against the Dallas Cowboys. Got to be better. It is that freaking simple. 0 sacks. 0 sacks. 2 QB pressures. about to be week 3 of the season. I got to ask this question. Is Kayvon Thibodeaux a bust? I don't think he's a bust. I think it's a little too soon to tell. I want to hear from you. Type Y for yes, type N for no. The player I am most frustrated with is Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams makes the most money on this Giants football team, has a cap hit of over $30 million. One, he only played in 38 snaps. That's less than 65% of the snaps in yesterday's game. He also, like Kayvon Thibodeaux, did not have a tackle, and he did not have a sack. You got to be better. Overall, this Giants defensive line, they look like frauds. They really, really do. The Giants have 0 sacks in 2 weeks. We've played 8 quarters of football. Wink Martindale, I almost put you on this show of being a loser because let's be honest. The Giants gave up 28 points yesterday to a Josh Dobbs-led Arizona Cardinals team. That's a problem. Look, Leonard Williams, you make a lot of freaking money. 0 production so far. Azeez Ojulari already hurt after 1 week. Kayvon Thibodeaux, I'm waiting to say his name 1 time on a live broadcast. Dexter Lawrence can't do it himself. He's a nose tackle. He's a great player. Is he having a little bit worse season so far than last year? Yes. Is he still good? Yes. But number 97 can't do it himself. So I need number 99, number 5, number 51, number 19 when he's coming off the edge, number 45, Boogie Basham. Someone on this D-line needs to step up. Because if we don't start picking up sacks, if we don't start creating pressure, our rookie corners will be picked apart. It's not fair to them. There's too much money and there's too much premium draft capital invested in this defensive line. Show the hell up. You're playing like a bunch of frauds. As always, I just want to say thank you and I appreciate you for tuning in to New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm happy we won. But you got to be better. It should not have been that close. Not even that close. It's honestly embarrassing. As always, just want to say thank you. Make sure you give me a follow over on Twitter @MarshallGreen_.